Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay Malone, and today we're going to talk about the DJI Mavic Pro Bag. Alright, I felt like I had to talk about this bag. I got the DJI Mavic Pro a few months back. When I ordered it, I ordered the drone, I ordered an extra battery, and I also ordered this bag that is made by DJI. It's actually for the Mavic. Everything pretty much fits in this bag. That was kind of the selling point of this. The size of this is really small compared to other drone cases, but you know, they claim that everything would fit in here, so this would be the perfect bag to get. This bag was an additional $70 to $80. It depends on where you're purchasing it from, but I think I ended up giving about $70 for the bag, and I really think I should have saved my money and bought a different case. Don't get me wrong, there's some great things about this bag, and I want to go over those as well as the negative points too. First off, the size is wonderful. I love the compact size of this bag. I really like the handle on top. By the way, it came with a strap. If you're into carrying it by a strap, then that's great, but as you can see, I've never taken this off, so I don't use the strap. I do really like the feel of this bag. I like the finish that is on it. I really like the padded handle because that's how I carry it, and it just really feels good walking around with this bag. There's a belt strap on the back, which I never use. Never used it, never even tried it out. I really don't foresee that I would use it in this way. So yeah, I think that would be kind of large to be carrying around on your side. I've actually never seen anyone carrying this bag that way. There is a zipper on the front of this flap, and I actually like it. Even though it's really small and you really couldn't put much in there, it works great to have a copy of my registration that I can slide right into here. And for those that don't know, if you are a commercial pilot or you plan to do commercial work with your drone, you do have to have your drone registered here in the United States, as well as pass the Part 107 exam to be able to fly commercially. That's enough about that. Let's get back to the bag. Let's talk about the side pouches. I really like these side pouches pretty well. It has a place for a battery. As you can see, I have a battery in there. It's lighting up. I put a battery in here, and that way I can tap the button. I know if this is a charged battery, which I usually try to keep a charged battery here. On the other side, I actually have some props. Here we go, got the bag with the props in it. So that works great for that. A little bag that had the original props in. Let's go ahead and pull out this battery. That way you can see. So in this pouch, I have a battery. In the other pouch, the props. That's the way that I like to carry it. And I'll tell you why I really like these netted pouches. Once I'm finished flying, I remove the spent battery. At that point, it's a little bit warm, and I take and put the spent battery in this pouch. That way it can cool down. And then I take my fresh battery, put it on my drone, put it back into here, or else go ahead and keep flying. And that is most of what I really like about the bag. Let's move on to what I don't like about the bag. When you open the flap, you'll see a front pocket here, or a front pouch. This is where I keep my charger and my charging cable. And when I open it up, I'm not sure if you can see, but it barely goes in here. The cable kind of sticks up here, and I have to press the cable down. And I do not like pressing the cable down on this. It's putting tension on this charger. I have the charger and the cable here to go to the battery. Also have the cable to charge the remote controller. But this pouch is the only place really that you could carry this. And it just isn't quite large enough. I mean, when you stick this in here, you can see how this is sticking up, and you can kind of get an idea from this angle maybe. When I press down, it's putting too much strain and too much tension right there on that. And I foresee that to be a problem. I think that it's going to wear over time and will eventually break the cable or break the plastic. And I think we'll end up seeing wires shown on this at some point or another. So I really don't care for that pouch. Now let's open the bag itself. The drone and controller pretty much just fit in the bag. And when I say just fits, I mean it's actually too tight. This controller over here, I'll tell you the problem with it. When you're pulling the controller in and out, watch when it comes up here. These sticks, the controller sticks, have pressure on them. It's actually either bending the sticks up when you put it down in there or bending the sticks down. It's just putting pressure, constant pressure on these controller sticks, and I don't like that at all. It's just too close fit. Now, let's move on to the side with the drone. Whenever I pull the drone out, it kind of hangs, and as you can see, my gimbal cover is no longer on the drone. And I'll tell you why. I believe it's because of the case. I believe it's this bag's fault that my gimbal cover broke. These gimbal covers have a little plastic part that actually snaps in and will kind of lock the cover on the drone. And mine broke the other day. And I'm blaming the bag. There's really no other explanation. But every time that I pull this drone out of the bag, it's like catching and kind of putting pressure on this. And I really think that that's the reason that it broke. Go ahead and laugh, but this is the way that I have to use this. Actually, a small piece of tape. Whenever I get ready to put my drone back in, I put the gimbal cover over. As you can see, it's supposed to latch, and it doesn't latch. So I'll put this piece of tape here just to hold it where it will go down in my bag. As I work it down in the bag, I try to make sure the props aren't catching on anything. I have to worry about these props, the props on the top of it, and I can get the drone down in there. And although it went in, it was a pretty tight fit getting it in there. And now when I pull it back out, the gimbal cover is off again. It catches right there on something. I don't see anything in the bag itself. It's just that it's too tight of a fit for this drone. I'm sure there are people that love this bag, and overall it's a good bag. It's just too small for the Mavic Pro, in my opinion. I don't think there should be that much stress on the gimbal cover or on the controllers knobs. It's just too small. In case you're wondering what this is laying over here for, this is something I purchased on Amazon. I'll leave a link to it in the description below, by the way, but it's a phone or tablet holder, and it works great. It allows me to put this into the Mavic controller and then mount my phone onto this without taking it out of the phone case, and that's the way that I like to use it. So what I normally do is I carry it on the bag as well. Just like that. So yeah, that part of it doesn't affect anything else whatsoever. It's everything else that poses a problem for this bag. One other thing I forgot to mention, it has another mesh pouch up here. I use this to have the short cable for the controller that I'm not currently using. I don't have a problem with this. In here and the outside pouch is where the problems are. So at this point, I'm ordering a new gimbal cover, so I don't have to keep taping it on here. But I'm going to be looking at other options for bags or for cases. I've seen some hard cases that are interesting, and I'm kind of looking into those as well. If you know of a bag or a case that works well, maybe it's something that you have that has worked well for you, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm going to be looking into other solutions other than the DJI bag. I'm just not satisfied with this. That's pretty much it. I guess this was my review of the DJI Mavic Pro Bag. Now you've heard my thoughts, now you've seen my complaints, so if you're looking to buy one of these, I would really think twice about spending your money on this bag, and I would look to other options. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know that you like it. Also, don't forget to leave me a comment below. Tell me if you know of any other bag. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I don't think you'll regret it. And until next time, God bless.